We don't know if you can hear, but we can hear the sound of all the New Zealand songbirds as we enter the Hamilton Gardens today and celebrate Earth Day with you. Join us.
So happy Earth Day!
It's your hype aunties. We're back. So today our experience is the Hamilton Gardens, and also we're wanting to promote the flower crate over on Lovegrove Lane in Hamilton East, and we'll share more about the terranium that we're using to celebrate Earth Day in a second video. The Hamilton Gardens is just amazing story told through gardens of culture and time, and it's just this amazing journey that you can take. If you're a Hamilton local, you can actually get a free pass with a proof of address. So that's what we're doing here today, just to show you around this amazing opportunity. You'll enjoy this place as well. Plenty of places to roam.
I'm around.
Very gorgeous. And from here you can take many exits to many gardens.
Yeah, from the little fountain in the middle you can see the different paths and you can decide the one that you can take. There are 18 enclosed gardens.
And we're in the Indian garden. It's astonishing. Actually, some might say it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. We're starting some blooper reels.
Yeah, that's
a few trends on our bloopers coming through.
That's the Indian garden, and as you can see,
in full bloom.
Yeah, it's in full bloom. And some people say that if you want to see which is the flora of the time of the year that you're in, you can really follow the seasons and you can come to the gardens and you can see actually what is on.
And one of the things we love the most is this amazing ceiling that they've painted.
Look at this. With all those details.
And some splashes of blue and green.
Yeah.
They're actually theming up with our Diamante visors today.
It does.
For Earth Day. So they must have got the memo.
Yeah, look, it's a beautiful view like that.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to go straight to the next garden and we hope our Wi-Fi holds because it's so amazing. The Italian garden is my favourite. Come with us.
Can you hear the sound? We're traveling through time. So to come on the other end and
now for visiting Italy.
Back in. Ah, look at this. It's the Italian Renaissance garden.
There are great upward spots and gorgeous places, gorgeous spaces for your midweek lunch. Come and have a picnic here, and they've got tables and you can enjoy this incredible view.
Isn't this amazing?
It's been here for years. And most people have been here before, but you might forget that there are awesome places to come and share some lunch with a friend.
Yeah, it's themed around the 16th century's Renaissance. And what I like about the gardens is that each garden has its own story, and it just captures those little elements that are really telling an entire story. And in those audio gardens,
they have an audio guide that you can actually purchase for $5. And as you go around, there's numbers, and you push the number of the location that you're at, and you get the full history of that particular garden. And that is really informative.
Guides, you can actually hear the story behind it, the logic behind the entire the structure of the place and how they built it and the work that went into it. Because as you might imagine, it takes months and months to build a garden. And I don't know, did you know, Auntie Sarah, that the Hamilton Gardens just got the final portion of funding to do a medieval garden.
Oh, I'm excited. I love
Yeah.
coming here when there's a new garden and bringing the family. And I just realized that they've got the new print of the book that has all the histories of the garden with some incredible photos as well, now on sale. They're a really limited print, so if your family loves the Hamilton Gardens like mine does, it makes for an amazing Christmas gift or a coffee table book. Oh, we're just in the prettiest place right now.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's difficult to capture all the different elements that are coming.
And I guess the whole purpose of our live here today is to encourage you to come for yourself.
Yes.
We're just going to spin here. See the fountain behind us?
Oh, the fountain. We are backing. We are backing. Where is the fountain?
Your arm's not long enough. But it is very beautiful here. Stairs, fountains, terracotta, lots and lots of symmetry in this garden. And again, a real sign of the seasons everywhere you look.
Yeah, and the citrus. Look, oranges, lemons, which are really everywhere in the Mediterranean. So it's so beautiful to see them in here.
Favorite fountain in the gardens by far.
Yeah, it's so romantic.
Yeah.
Look at
Aww.
it. Aww.
Come and check it out. Okay, and again, at the end of each garden, they've kind of built some kind of replica building to really emphasize the architecture of the place that the garden represents. So if we take a little spin here, this is the building for the Italian garden, and it just really pronounces the theme of this garden. And in this particular case, the other end of the garden is as spectacular. Now, one of the things that this garden offers you is that right up there, there's a seated dining area. And from the seated dining,
you can actually go and sit in there. There's a table and
there's
sit.
a table, and a lot of people get married here.
You see it up there, covered. Oh, that's nice. That's beautiful.
So the Hamilton Gardens became so popular for weddings that they had to start taking bookings. It used to be a free-for-all. Anyone could turn up. But they had 9 different couples turn up on one day to get married at the English Gardens. And that was a bit much to manage. So they've now got a system in place where you do need to book a specific garden for a wedding. But still a hugely popular choice.
Can you imagine the mess of having 9 brides showing up at the same venue on the same day, trying to take photos? Was it a Brazilian moment? Or
I'm going to say it has to have been.
Or maybe the garden just brought the peace into them and they were just peacefully getting along and they made a big party. Well,
I certainly
we'll
hope
never
so.
know.
We weren't there.
But they organized someone to manage them after
But we
that.
definitely all know people who got married at the Hamilton Gardens.
Oh, and look, the Roman La Lupa with Romolo and Remo, which is connected to the inception of Rome and the Roman Empire. Look at that. So it's such a nice little touch.
Absolutely. There's spaces and places with information about everything as you go around the gardens. But here's another seated area.
A seated area and another view on this beautiful garden. And today is Earth's Day. It's a beautiful day to actually spend in the garden, celebrating Mother Nature and all that it has to offer. So the garden has flourished with all sorts of different species that have been brought to tell a story. So storytelling through flora and fauna, I guess, because you hear birds everywhere. So it's just special like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The thing about the gardens as well is that we think that people are getting, closed off with technology, sitting on their phones all day. But the gardens on the 2nd of January saw more than 6,000 visitors, and yesterday had more than 15,000 visitors.
But I would say don't be discouraged by the numbers because the gardens are huge.
Huge. More
You
than enough
can get
space for
lost.
everyone.
You can get lost in the surrounding areas. And, Auntie Sarah, did you know that the gardens were actually a rubbish dump in the 60s?
I did not know that. Brand
Yes.
news to me.
Fun fact.
Real. We've actually come to a point in live where we're going to talk about something that's dear to my heart, which is entertaining your kids through the school holidays.
Look what we discovered!
Still week through the school
While
holidays.
you were away, we were looking everywhere. And what we found was,
It's a little surprise.
look at this.
It
A little
forms part of
door.
a hunt that your kids can go on to find all these little hidden treasures around the gardens, to keep them occupied and entertained. They even earn a badge if they find all the things
Look.
as they go around. We got given some.
Yeah,
These are worth it. So there's little rewards, there's a map, there's age-appropriate activities, and some of it is pretty deep.
Oh,
As we discovered
I
as
loved
we went
it.
through it. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So we're now going through the Fantasy Garden collection. We're going to, this is
right.
the tropical garden. It's just a drop of temperature in here is delicious for a woman my age. I'm loving it. Okay.
I love the change in scenery. It really makes. Look at that. We are in a green jungle. In a jungle. We're surrounded by it. It's just stunning. It just is. And it's such an opportunity to really switch off and dive deep into a different world. Oh, look.
Which is what each garden really represents, is the
You
opportunity.
see, there's a little garden because we are on the bridge.
And that's a stream below.
There's a stream below. Ooh. Okay. And it opens up again.
This
And
is
you
how
get
they used to
different
tell the time
doors.
back in the day. It's a fantastic example of old school time telling right here on the floor, Manuela.
All right.
What are these things
So
called?
here on the floor, I have no idea how you tell any time or anything from
There's
it.
the post and should cast a shadow
Here's the post that casts the shadow.
to help you tell the time.
Nice.
But today we're going to show you the surrealist garden and the most photographed thing in the Hamilton Gardens. We're going to go through the surrealist garden entrance backwards so you can join us.
Look at this.
We need the flora to make it work. Doesn't work without the flora. Yeah.
Oh my
It's too much auntie and not enough tunnel.
But I just found, look at that, I just found some eggs. Oh my God. Yeah, because one of the things around the garden is that they have hidden messages, hidden doors, back doors, and
Little
paths
Easter
and
eggs.
Easter eggs, all sorts of things. So it's really a cool place to visit. And we are here in the surrealistic garden. Gorgeous.
Yeah, gorgeous. So these trees move, and you really have to pay attention. Everything's hyper-sized, mega-sized, omega-sized. So let's come and take a look at some gardening equipment for the surrealist garden. Here we go. So, as you can see, she's a big girl.
I can't climb it.
She can't climb it, she's too short. But this is the kind of stuff going on in the surrealist garden. We have the corners of our lawn. Hang on, I'm trying to get the corner there, lifting, which is also really cute. And there's this incredible Alice in Wonderland door. And
Apparently, the most photographed part of the entire garden.
Absolutely.
Isn't it funny that a wide door is the most photographed item in the entire garden? But it's incredible. Look at the size. And thanks to the lady, we can also understand the sizing.
okay, I'm gonna turn around and let Manuela walk through, and so you can get an idea of it.
It is so cool.
It's surreal.
It's so oh my God, you got it, girl.
So from here we're going to take you through the herb gardens, which smell divine. And then we're going to take you to my favourite and the newest addition to the Hamilton Gardens, which is the Egyptian garden.
When I thought of kitchen garden, I remembered that there was this incredible opportunity for St. Valentine's Day to come here on a catered picnic and to have a garden all to yourself and enjoy it, organized all by the Hamilton Gardens. And I really hope that this will be an initiative that will keep on happening, because it's just one of those special moments that we can enjoy. And
I agree.
A beautiful offering, beautiful idea.
So basically the information we have is that it's not cheap, but it is worth it.
It's worth it.
I can imagine. Imagine getting the Italian garden to yourself on Valentine's Day for you and your beloved. That is romance to a T. We also heard that the gardens have a range of competitions throughout the year.
Yeah.
And one of the competitions they held every year is the
Scarecrow
competition. So
November last year, it was the last one, and I saw those scarecrows. They're so funny. They come in all shapes and forms, and they're just really creative ideas of people coming up with all sorts of things to scare the birds. But they persist. They're here. Believe me, we can hear them.
So the gardens really do house so many activities in our community. And it's well worth checking out their websites and their socials to see what's going on at any time of the year. And then we're going to go and have a look now. Check this out. Wow. So this is the Egyptian garden. And like I say, it's my favourite new addition. Hopefully you can still see something.
The colors are stunning.
The colours are stunning. The craftsmanship, the details on the walls.
It's incredible.
It's really amazing. I was explaining to Manuela, I came on the opening day and my children were in that pool within minutes. There was thousands of people here. There was little I could do but pretend they were not mine. Let's go and have a look around.
But these gardens are actually world recognized. They won the International Garden Award in France.
Wow.
I think it was 2014 or something like that.
And I have to say, it's
but it's a big
well-deserved.
recognition. Yes.
Well deserved. They are really amazing. And I also see so many people wandering around looking after the place. So the staff here at Hamilton Gardens really take ownership and do an incredible job of making this place and keeping this place looking fantastic all year round.
Yeah, but what I love most is that actually these people really, really care. Did you know that there is a rose that is named after the Hamilton Gardens?
I did not.
Yeah, it's apparently a very Paddy Stevens rose or something like that. But apparently it's a peach color, very smelly, beautiful rose, and it got named after the Hamilton Gardens.
Wow. So there is an enormous open rose garden that you can be
Yeah.
in without even paying the entrance fee. And again, it's inundated with weddings. And I've been to many of my friends' weddings at the rose gardens, which have always been stunning. So again, please take the time to visit. And there's a lovely playground for the kids out there. Well worth doing.
Wow, so stunning.
So good.
One of the questions that were in the little booklet for kids was, sit down. If you could invite anyone to join you here at the garden, who would it be? And what would you talk about? And I thought, wow, this is such a deep question. And it's in the booklet for kids, I think, 6 to 12-year-old or something like that. I thought it was really, really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's also a little booklet for, I think, 1 to 6-year-olds. So like really fun, easy to participate in and to get involved in it as parents, to really have an interactive day out with the kids that doesn't cost the earth.
The earth.
Pun intended.
But you know what? Today, because it's Earth Day, it was an opportunity for us to give a shout out to a business that is connected and that we really love. We went into that hidden gem. It was hidden for us, and we want to uncover it for you. What was it, Auntie Sara? Can you tell us more?
So today we want to share with you the Flower Crate over on Lovegrove Lane in Hamilton East, not far from here. An incredible store with lots of flowers, clearly, as the name suggests, but also lots of candles, lots of gardening equipment. And what we want to highlight here today is actually the terraniums that they sell. So have you ever heard of a terranium? A terranium is like a little ecosystem similar to Earth inside a glass jar. And there's a guy who 60 years ago initiated a terranium. The last time he put water in it was somewhere in the 70s, and it's been closed ever since. So it's a closed ecosystem inside a jar, growing and alive, but recycling the water and the oxygen and carbon dioxide inside and within itself, and just keeping itself alive because it's a balanced ecosystem. And I think it's a brilliant way to teach kids about how precious and how sensitive and how careful we have to be to balance the environment, to keep the Earth's atmosphere working as it should. It's such a great lesson for Earth Day. So we'll be going there after this. And we'll take some footage and we'll share that with you on our pages. But we'll be building a terranium this week with the kids here at home, and another fantastic activity for the school holidays, and for me a great way to bring in the theme of Earth Day at home. But they have all the gear to make terraniums at the Flower Crate. Alex, who owns the place, and Sam behind the counter are just so friendly and super helpful. There was all sorts of gorgeous things in the store, and I really had to sit on my credit card not to blow it up. But if you're looking for something new, something local, and a hidden gem in your community, first of all, Lovegrove Lane is an incredible place to go. Lots of stores that you'll enjoy, but in particular, the Flower Crate is a sensational place to go for gifts, and anything else that you can think of in relating to flowers and gardening.
I was laughing because I was thinking, yeah, we wanted to feature the Flower Crate, and we fell in love with the terranium. And I was imagining us like carrying one around the gardens, rolling it down the lanes. So obviously we didn't do it because it's totally not practical.
That's not going to work.
I think you would have loved it though. So maybe next time.
Would have made a scene for sure.
Yeah,
we would have had more
absolutely.
fans.
So they will come up as a separate experience. So follow what we're up to, because we'll have snippets of the terranium, snippets of the Flower Crate, and it's totally a place to visit and to go to.
Lovely to see you here today.
Kakite!
See you next week.
Bye!
Bye!